Now, if you've seen my first video about the Prismatic Recaster, this little baby here, then you know the basics of how to do your Umbral Engrams, how to focus them and things like that. But what I thought I'd do is make a video about how you can get more of this twisted energy, the stuff that you need to upgrade the Prismatic Recaster, which is all very important. You can see I'm up to level 9 at the moment. And also I thought we'd talk about the gifts of dark and light a bit more, because they do influence how much twisted energy you can get, and of course how many Umbral Engrams that you can get. And it's quite a linked system, because Umbral Engrams actually directly relate to the amount of twisted energy you get if you get some of these first gifts of light. So let's jump in and see what we've got to do. The main source of twisted energy are the weekly bounties. Now you get 2 weeklies every week, obviously, and this week's bounties are Clean Shot, which is precision shots, and you also get Red End, which meant something completely different when I was a schoolboy, but you basically got to kill 100 Cabal and also kill them with 10 finishers as well. Now there's a really good place to get these done really quickly, and if you do them 2-2-2 on each character, if you've got each character up to speed with finishing the opening mission of Season of the Arrivals, go to the Leviathan. It's only level 750, so it's really easy to get in and sort them out. Now you want to go to the first location area in the Castellum, or whatever it's called. Now in this area you will constantly be attacked by waves and waves of Cabal, which is very, very handy. So all you need to do is precision shot them and finish them, and you'll be able to get both bounties done in no problem at all. I think I did all 3 characters in about 50-60 minutes, something like that. Now that might sound like a lot, but in one go that's not too bad, and you're going to get 3,000 of your older twisted energy for doing it. And just a couple of little hints for the actual killings. You want to go to this stairwell. It's basically immediately on your right when you enter the Leviathan room, and this is where the waves will keep on coming and coming and coming. You occasionally get some coming from your left, and you occasionally get some coming from that door down there on the landing, and they're your main sources of enemies, and you're going to be here plugging away and getting it done nice and sharpish. Ooh, and another thing I should mention in this particular area, if you've got your catalyst to drop for your bow, your Trinity Ghoul bow, this is the best place to farm it to get it done, because it just requires precision shots as well. And I did and got mine here, and my god, it's an absolute monster with a catalyst in it. It's amazing, and it warrants a video on its own. So I'm not going to talk about that now. We're just going to carry on. So you've got a nice stash of twisted energy from your bounties, and you've also got what the Dwifter. I sound like Tweety Pie. Yeah, so you've got all your twisted energy. So let's go in and have a look at the gifts of light and dark and see the way to upgrade and what the upgrades offer. So if you're looking at this, each column, it runs down vertically, so you can see each one is a higher version of the one before it. Now this is the first one to get, I'd recommend, because it unlocks the basic Umbral focusing capabilities for the Prismatic Recaster. So you kind of need this if you want to start focusing your Umbral Engrams, so you know or roughly have an idea of what you're going to be getting, either from the new weapon loot pool, the Gambit loot pool. I nearly knocked a glass of water all over the computer then, would you believe it? But I didn't, because I drank it all. Phew, I fairly shat myself. Right, okay, but if we go to the end over here, you've got Umbral Mastery. This is the second one I unlocked, and the reason being is that when you decrypt Umbral Engrams, it injects a small amount of twisted energy directly into the Prismatic Recaster. I think it's like 50 here, 50 there, and it does build up, so that when you've done your bounties, as I described earlier, you find yourself leveling up pretty quickly, really. I mean, all I've got here is what's come. I'm on level 9 already on the Umbral Research, and that's come from doing the 2 weeklies on each character, plus I'm getting extra 250 twisted energy from the season pass. If we go and have a look at the season pass, you can just have a little look and you can see where it comes. So you get 250 for getting to level 2, and then after that you get some for getting level 12. So that's 500 there as well, and don't forget you obviously got 500 from the Drifter initially as well. So it didn't take me that long to upgrade to Umbral Research Level 9. This Umbral Discovery earns a bonus Umbral Engram by completing a playlist strike, Nightfall, the Ordeal and all that. So because we're all going to be doing our strikes to get ourselves up to the soft cap of 1050, it's quite good to upgrade these because you get the engrams for doing the normal activities. And then the second level, it increases the bonus to 2 times a day, so you can get 2 Umbral Engrams a day. And then the last one is Umbral Discovery 3 times a day, so that's pretty cool. Everything's cool, isn't it? Apart from the sun, of course. And me, and my armpits at the moment are boiling. Okay, the Contact Specialist increases the chance of finding an Umbral Engram by successfully completing the Contact public events. Level 2 increases the chance of finding the Engrams. And, of course, even more substantially increases the chance of finding Umbral Engrams. So these are very Engram-based, these two here. When you go on to the third one, the Prismatic Transmutation, Umbral Engrams awarded from successful heroic Contact public events, good god, that's a mouthful, gain a 5% chance to transform into a random focused Umbral Engram. So that's different levels of that. So what that basically means is that if you come back here and look at the Umbral focusing, it costs you to focus each engram. It's going to cost you, obviously, the engram itself and 50 of the altered element. Now, I've got 576, so that's not too bad, but you'd be surprised how quickly you scythe through them if you've got a big stack of Umbral Engrams. And one of the only sources of the altered element, we've got them coming from the daily bounties as a reward here, so you can get 25 per daily bounty. And another place you can get them from are triumphs for this new season. So if we go into the triumph screen for season 11, bloody PlayStation taking forever, season 11, and there you go. You can see anything with a little box at the end of it shows you there's a reward for getting it. So you get 50 for doing that one, upgrading gift ranks, destinations, 50 for doing that one. And it's well, I can't see what the secret ones are yet, of course, but it seems to be 50 altered elements for each triumph that you complete. So bear that in mind. Okay, Blood into Stone 1, 2 and 3, they're all about defeating elite or champion combatants with finishers, has a 15% chance to drop material, planetary destination material. I think that makes this column the least interesting, so that's probably the last one that you're going to end up upgrading. But of course you have to go along horizontally because you have to do all of this one before you can do this one. And then on the last but one, we've got a free focus lens, increases the quantity of free weekly focuses for basic Umbral focusing to 4. So you can get free engram focusing 4 times if you've got this one unlocked. You can get it 5 times if you've got the level 2 unlocked, and finally 6 times if you get that one unlocked. So that's 6 cost-free engrams. Engrams focused. So there we go. And finally, this is a bit of a bugger because I was hoping that Umbral Mastery 2 was going to be a stronger version of Umbral Mastery 1. You know, the first 3 engrams each week award a gear at a higher power and you get an extra bit of twisted energy. But no, it doesn't give you extra twisted energy. On the second level, it gives you, increases rather, your carrying capacity from 10 to 15 of the motes while you're doing the Contact public event. And when you bank those 15 motes, you can see a heavy ammo crate will spawn directly by the mote bank if there isn't one there already. So that is pretty cool, but personally I'd have preferred more twisted energy. But there we go, never mind. And finally we've got Mastery 3, Focus Mastery, reduces the cost of all focusing by 50%, so it's going to cut the price in half of your altered energy that you will need to focus these engrams. But you have to do this all in tandem with upgrading your season pass, otherwise you ain't going to get these yet. So level 32 for this lot, and level 72 for this lot. Another thing to point out, if mods are your thing, and if you really want to get anywhere, mods should be your thing, this season there's going to be 12 new mods. Now, they're not listed on the mod screen, which is a bit strange, but this is where you can get them from here. So there's been some pretty cool ones lately. Today, I haven't had a chance to take it out for a spin yet, but I do like the look of this one. While charged with light, dealing damage with a rocket launcher to a powerful combatant gives you a major increase to rocket launcher damage for a short time, consuming 1 stack of charged with light. So that's going to basically increase your rocket launcher power, which could come in really handy, particularly if you're going to be using a Prometheus lens, or even your Truth, which has got brilliant seeking capabilities but could do with a bit more oomph. That might be very helpful. Now then, the mod components. I've only got 3 left. Now, there's ways to get them. Now, one of the best ways to get them is actually from Ada 1 over here in the Black Armory area. So we'll just run over and have a look at this, so I can show you how to get mods. You can also get them by breaking down older weapons, you know, so that they haven't got a possibility to drop from there. Look, I've already done the forges on my Titan. I haven't done them on my Hunter or my Warlock, but, you know, there we are. Such is life, eh? So on the second page, look, you can buy mod components, and you need legendary shards and gunsmiths materials to do it. So if you're running low on mods, and let's face it, you're going to be buying the new mods, the seasonal mods there, I'd recommend you just pop across the hallway and buy them from Ada. The quickest and the easiest. And I thought I'd finish with a couple of outtakes that you might find chucklesome, you know, because it takes ages to do these things, and the amount of mistakes I make could fill encyclopedias 1,000 times over. Ever since I started the season, I've been looking into this old Prismatic Recaster and the Umbral Decoder or Ramshackle Cryptarch. Shut up, Drifter, I'm talking. Now, ever since the season started, hello there, Astral Valkyrie. Now, let's start again, shall we? My God, look at them, it's like Tesco's. It's like a cash point. Power Donkey Devil. Look, they all want to get a $5 out so they can go and get some White Lightning from the 80s. Right, okay.